The Atlanta Falcons are at home this week, hosting the San Francisco 49ers, a beat-up squad, but one coming in off back-to-back wins.
Jimmy throws, it is caught! Touchdown! San Francisco!
49ers are going to be most people's favorite in this game, but what if Atlanta was sitting at 3-2 and in first place?
Time out! Time out!
Maybe this week they could try coming up with a sack. Just one timely sack could do it. Also, if they get to Jimmy Garoppolo, make sure no Sarcastaball refs are nearby.
Brady retreats, looking, here comes Grady Jarrett! You shall not pass! This is going to be a horrendous call. They're going to call Grady Jarrett for slinging down Brady on this sack.
Atlanta had 0 sacks on paper in Week 5. Should have had 1. Grady Jarrett has 3.5 in 2022. Should have 4.5. Can he get to that mark against San Francisco? Niners line has played well despite shuffling left tackles in and out of the lineup. Less than 2 sacks allowed per game so far.
Jimmy looking that way, throws for Brandon Ayuk, breaks a tackle all the way to midfield.
Jimmy G got dragged down a couple times by the Panthers, no matter. Over 250 yards, over 8 yards per attempt, couple touchdowns, rating near 110.
Called on the penalty. Garoppolo over the middle. Jennings bounces off a tackler. Stiff arm by Jennings.
Didn't even have to rely on Debo racking up yak for him either. In fact, he was the only pass catcher he didn't have success with.
George Kittle will make a twisted catch, throws middle, caught! Brandon Ayuk, first down 49ers.
Samuel had to try and get away from J.C. Horn, which was not easy. 20 yards on the day. Horn is CB1 in Carolina, A.J. Terrell is for Atlanta, but he has not played well this season, rating against over 120. Last week was no different, allowed 6 catches on 8 targets, giving up over 100 yards.
Brady steps into pressure and it's incomplete, but a flag down. A.J. Terrell called for the penalty.
Falcons also have to try and slow running back Jeff Wilson. He comes in off a 120-yard game, TD, swings for the fences too, broke a 41-yarder, and that's common for him.
Here's an inside handoff. Jeff Wilson Jr., a gash, 30, 25, 20 down the sideline. So much for running wide.
Falcons rush defense he's up against depends on which version shows up. The 2022 version has allowed 4.6 a carry. The Week 5 version, just 3 a run to Leonard Fournette and company.
Brady going to turn, hand the football to Fournette. Fournette going left and took a huge shot from A.J. Terrell. A.J. Terrell came off of that corner spot and dropped the hammer on Fournette.
San Francisco will have to be ready to stop the run, maybe more so because the Falcons' passing attack hasn't moved the ball well this season. Marcus Mariota is averaging less than 200 yards passing per game on the year. Last week, 147. 2022 passer rating, under 80. Completion percentage, under 60.
Still looking under pressure. He will go down for the 3rd time in the game. He is sacked at the 21.
He didn't have Kyle Pitts last week. He was hurt or protesting. No, I'm sure he was hurt. If he's healthy, he'll be looking for his first big 2022 game. Hasn't scored, averaging less than 40 yards a game. Drake London is Mariota's top target, but he's been quiet the last few games, only 35 yards last week.
Now looking along the left sideline, what a catch by Drake London. Drake London reels it in on the deep out route.
Falcons have to give Marcus more time if they want to right their passing ship. Allowed 5 sacks last week, giving up a pressure rate over 30. Have had multiple games where they allowed a pressure rate over 40.
Snap to Mariota, the shotgun. He's going to be, great. He fumbled the ball. It's loose, but he recovers the football at the 35-yard line.
Nick Bosa is drooling, right? He is, but like so many other San Francisco defenders, he's hurt. Left last week with a groin injury, so track that. Falcons aren't off the hook, even if he's out, though. 49ers pass rush had a field day versus Carolina. Picked up a sack 6er.
Mayfield has time. Steps, looking to run. They close in quickly, and Mayfield is brought down. It's a sack for the San Francisco D.
9 QB hits as a snack. When Marcus does have time to let her fly, he'll be letting it fly versus a beat-up secondary. Niners lost Emmanuel Mosley for the year, but overall, San Francisco is holding QBs to a low 70s rating, just 6 yards per attempt, a couple TDs against 5 INTs.
I need more.
It is NFC West rivalry football at its finest for those of us living in the past. In the present, you are now supposed to enter your keys for the game along with the score prediction. Here are 10 of those for inspiration.